Hello and welcome. I'm so excited. Today we are going to do a yoga flow all about binds, binding it up. I cannot wait because I love binds. For me, they, depending on the bind, some of them you're like enclosing in on yourself and it's really comforting. Some of them you're opening up and creating space and they just feel so good. So I'm excited to take you through this flow today. With each pose, I will give you options around options you can take in the binds. So at any point, if it feels a little much, just adjust it and adapt to suit you and your body, because it is about listening to your body. You are the expert of your own body. You know what feels good. You're there, I'm not. So listen, adapt, play with each pose. Who's ready? I cannot wait. So let's tie our hair back and let's begin. We're going to begin seated today, just sitting on our mats with our legs crossed. Nice and tall through the spine as always. Bringing your hands down to a comfortable position along the legs and gently closing down the eyes. And as usual, just taking a couple of minutes to tune into the body and into the breath. This is your time to flow. So just finding your way onto the mat in these moments. Once you've taken that moment to ground into your mat, we're going to open our eyes and we're going to turn long ways on our mats so that our feet can go forward. Sitting up nice and tall through the spine, we're going to bend into that right leg, bringing the sole of the foot to the mat, just on the inside of that left knee. You can take your left hand in between the foot and the leg, and just have that hand space between the foot and the leg. We're coming into our first bind, which is just a gentle twist to begin. We're going to inhale, reach the arms overhead, and then exhale, take that left arm around the right leg and the right hand behind you, taking a twist. Find length on your inhales, and as you exhale, twist in a little bit deeper. Inhale brings you through center, reaching those arms overhead. And then this time we're going to take the hands around the leg, step the foot over that left leg, lengthening up tall and taking that twist again, wrapping that left arm around the leg, right hand behind you, coming into a twist. Now, option to stay here with that left arm wrapped around the leg, or option to take the left elbow to the outside of that right knee, coming in a little deeper into your twist. We're only warming up, so listen to your body and what it needs today. Inhale brings you back through center, uncrossing the foot and sending it out long. Bending that left leg, bringing it in beside that right leg, taking the right palm and just placing it between the foot and the leg, so you've created a little space. Find length up through the spine, then again wrap that right arm around the left leg, left hand goes behind you, taking that gentle twist to begin with. Inhale brings you back through center, taking the hands around that left leg and taking the foot over the right leg. Again, find length up through the spine, take that twist by wrapping the right arm, left hand behind you. Option to stay like this with the arm around the leg, or option to reach that right arm up and take the elbow to the outside of that left knee to go a little deeper. You'll always have options because it is about your body. Coming back through center on an inhale, uncrossing the leg, crossing both legs and then rolling over the knees to come into a tabletop position. Walk those knees hips distance apart, the hands come under the shoulders. As you inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, lift the hips. Exhale, curl through the spine. So moving your body with your breath in these cat-cow movements. Again, taking the time to warm the body up. Coming back to a neutral spine, tucking those right toes, sending the right foot long. On an inhale, lift the knee up in line with the hips. Find a little balance here. Then extend that left arm forward, reach it up in line with the shoulder. Sending the fingers long, sending the toes long. Be as long as you can be here. Then option to take in bind by bending that right knee, toes up towards the sky, and sending the left hand back towards the foot. Now, if you can't quite reach your foot, that's okay. Just taking the action of sending the hand towards the foot is all you need to do. But if you can reach the foot, taking the foot in the hand, pressing the foot into the hand to open the chest a little further. Coming back to that breath always. Then releasing the foot from the hand, bringing the left hand to the floor, curling through the spine and bringing that right knee in towards the nose and stepping the right foot forward. Inhale, sweep those arms up overhead. As they reach towards the sky, relax the shoulders down from the ears. Then kickstand that left leg, coming to face the left side of your mat. You might walk that right foot a little further forward so that the foot is in line with your hip. Extend the arms out wide. Take an inhale here. Then elbow comes to the knee, reach that left arm overhead. This is like a modified side angle. Inhale brings you up through center. Extend the right leg, turning the foot parallel to the short side of the mat for your gate pose. Nice and tall through the spine. Then exhale, release that left hand down to the mat, reaching the right arm up. Option to stay like this, or option to lift that right leg off the mat, bringing it in line with the hip. Breathing here. You might walk that left hand out a little further so that it's under the shoulder. Option to stay here, or option to bend that right knee, taking the foot in the hand. Pressing that foot into the hand if you reached it, opening up through that front body. Inhale, unclasp the hand, reaching the leg long, reaching the hand up to the sky. Then planting the foot back on the mat and lifting up through your gate pose. Beautiful. Bending into that front leg, turning the front toes towards the top of the mat again, and then bringing that left leg back in line with the hips. Hips are facing the front of the mat. Lower down into your low lunge pose. Breathing here. You're going to take your hands to the knees this time, and then plant your right hand on your knee, grounding down into it. An option to reach the left hand back towards the left foot. Option to stay here like this, or option to bend into the left knee, taking the foot with the hand. If you've taken this pose, you should be feeling that up the front of the left thigh. So if you don't, adjust until you do. And if you need a little support under your knee, you can take a blanket under your knee. Whoops, losing balance. Take a blanket under your knee. You can fold your mat over slightly so it's a little bit more soft, listening to your body. But if you're feeling any short, sharp pains at all, then just release out of it a little. Release the foot from the hand with control, and then bringing that left hand down to the mat. Open up to the right side. Taking a twist. Option to tuck the back toes and lift that back knee off the mat. Lower the left knee down, lower the right hand down, step that right foot back, coming back through your tabletop shape. Then tuck those toes of the left foot this time, send the left leg long and reach it up in line with your hip. Activate through the core here as you find your balance. Then send the right hand long and reach it up in line with the shoulder. Really long through the fingers and through the toes here. Then lower your right hand down to the mat. Curl through the spine as you bring the knee in towards the nose, and then step that left foot forward. Coming into your low lunge. So your knee is over your ankle. Sweep those arms up overhead. Relax through the shoulders as you reach up towards the sky. Breathe in here. Now we're going to kickstand that right leg this time, so you're turning to face the right side of your mat. Again, you might walk that left foot in slightly so that your foot is in line with your hip. Reaching the arms up and then lowering them to a T shape. Taking an inhale here, and as you exhale, that elbow is going to come to the knee. Reach the right arm overhead. Modified side angle. Inhale lifts you up through center, and then extend that left leg long. Turn the foot so it's parallel to the short side of the mat for your gate pose. On an exhale, right hand lowers down to the mat. Walking it out in line with your shoulder. Option to stay here, or option to lift that left foot up in line with the hip. Breathe in here. Then option again to bend that left leg, sending the foot back towards the hand. And again, if you can't reach, just taking that action is all you need. But if you can reach, the foot goes into the hand. Press the foot into the hand to open up through that front body. With control, release the foot from the hand, coming back through your modified half moon pose. Lower that foot down to the mat, parallel to the short side of the mat. Ground down into the knee and lift up through your gate pose. Front toes turn towards the front of the mat, bringing that right knee and right hip in line with the short side of the mat. Reach those arms back up overhead, and then bringing them down to the left knee. Take that elbow to the knee, the left elbow to the left knee. Breathe in here. Option to stay here in your low lunge. Option to bend the right knee, bringing the toes up towards the bottom and taking the hand around the foot. Again, always listening to your body and what it needs in each and every pose. With control, release the foot from the hand, reaching the right arm up and down to the mat. Ground down into the right hand, open up to the left side, coming through a twist. Option to tuck those back toes, lift that back knee off the mat. Back knee lowers down, left hand lowers down. Step that left foot back. Bringing the big toes together and walking the knees as wide as the mat, sinking the hips back to the heels, forehead comes to the mat and the arms reach long in your child's pose. Pausing and breathing here. Inhale rolls you up through the spine, coming back into that tabletop shape. Tuck your toes, walk your hands forward a handprint, and then send the hips up towards the sky for your down dog. Now this is your first downward dog of the day, so you might bend one knee and then the other, walking into your dog, starting to warm up those hamstrings and those hips. Then really bending into the knees so you can find length through your spine. And from this place where the spine is long, your ears are between your arms, then begin to straighten through the legs any amount. Finding what feels good for you in each shape. On an inhale, bend your knees, look between your hands and walk forward. Inhale, lift up for a half lift. Long through the spine. Your hands can be on the floor, at your shins or on your thighs. Exhale, fold over the legs. Ground down into the feet. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale the hands to heart center. Beautiful. Finding your Tadasana. So bringing your big toes together, your heels slightly wide, or your feet hips distance. Play with it. See what feels good for you. Once you're grounded down through your feet, lift up through your inner thighs. Tilt your tailbone under slightly. Relax those shoulders down away from the ears and turn the palms face forward. Taking a moment to pause and really tune into the breath. Then on an inhale, you're going to bend your knees, sweep your fingertips on the floor and lift the arms overhead for your chair pose. Pausing and breathing here. As you exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, lift up halfway, and then exhale, step the right foot back and then the left foot back, coming into a plank shape. Shoulders over the wrists in plank here, long through the body, heels heading to the back of the mat. Lower the knees down and then lower down halfway in a chaturanga. Glide the hips down to the floor and lift the chest in a cobra. Tuck your toes and lift the hips towards the sky for your down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. As you exhale, curl through the spine and bring the right knee towards the right nose. Towards the nose. Step the right foot forward. Take the right hand to the inside of the right foot and lower the back foot parallel to the short side of the mat. On an inhale, open up through the left arm. Breathing here in your side angle. If this feels like a little much, just lift up and take your elbow to your knee. Inhale lifts you up, coming through your warrior two shape. So that front knee is over your ankle, arms extended in line with the shoulders, and take your gaze out over that middle right finger. Breathing here. On an inhale, turn your front palm face up. As you exhale, reverse your warrior. Take that left hand and wrap it around your back, taking the hand to the right hip in a bind. There's some kids playing really joyfully in the grass. It's so nice. Inhale lifts you up, coming back through that warrior two. And then exhale, come back through your side angle. So option to have your hand on the knee here, or option to bring that right hand to the inside of the right foot. Reaching the left arm overhead. Circle the left hand down to the mat. Step that right foot back, coming through your down dog shape. Inhale lifts the left leg. Exhale, curl through the spine as you bring the knee towards your nose. Step that left foot forward. Take your left hand to the inside of the left foot. Lower that back foot parallel to the short side of the mat. Then open up in your side angle. Again, you have options here. If this feels like a little much, lift up, bringing the elbow to the knee. Play with it, find what feels good for you. As you inhale, ground down into the feet and lift up through center for your warrior two. Check that front knee is over the front ankle, arms out to a T shape. Gaze out over that left middle finger. Front palm turns up. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Option to take that bind by taking that right hand to the left hip. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale again into your side angle. So your left elbow to your left knee, your left hand to the inside of the left foot. Finding what feels good for you. Both hands come to the mat, step that left foot back. Come through your down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look between the hands and step forward. Come into your half lift. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Ground down into the feet. Sweep those fingers on the floor and lift up to chair. Inhale, coming up through center. Hands come to the heart. Release the hands as you come through your Tadasana shape. Nice and strong and steady. On an inhale, sweep those arms up overhead. As you exhale, fold forward over the legs. Inhale, half lift. Then exhale, fold over the legs again. Bend the knees here. Sweep the hands up towards the sky. Coming through your chair pose. Lost my words there for a second. Bring your hands together in front of the heart. Then lean the chest forward and take the right elbow to the outside of the left knee, taking a bind here or a twist. Breathing into it. Then keeping your elbow where it is, become light on the toes of the right foot and step the right foot back. Coming through a lunge with a twist. Option to stay like this, or option to take it a little deeper by bringing the right hand down to the floor, opening up through the left arm. Left hand comes down to the mat. Lower that back foot parallel to the short side of the mat. Walk your left hand in to the inside of the left foot. Reach the right arm overhead for your side angle. And again, play with it. Find what feels good for you. If you want to be up a little higher, then do so. Listen to your body. Inhale brings you up through center. Warrior two. Strong and steady. Inhale, turn that front palm face up. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Option to take that bind. Inhale through center. Exhale back through that side angle. Option to bind this side angle by bringing that left shoulder into the inside of the left knee, taking the left hand behind you, right hand behind you, and clasping the hands. Option to stay here, option to step that right foot forward. Becoming light on the toes of the left foot here. As you inhale, we're going to come into a balancing position. So listening to your body, and if you need to step back to that side angle, then do. Ground down into your right foot. As you inhale, begin to lift the left foot off the mat. Breathe in here, opening through the chest. We're coming to bird of paradise. So stay here if here is enough for you. If you want to straighten through the leg, you can begin to straighten it any amount. Mine doesn't straighten fully, and that's okay. It's just listening to my body. You listen to yours. Coming back out the way we came in, so bending that left leg, bringing the foot down to the mat, stepping that right foot back to your side angle. Breathing here, open through the chest. Then release the hands, placing them on the mat and stepping that left foot back. Coming through your down dog, breathing into it. On an inhale, bend your knees, look between your hands and walk the feet forward. Find your half lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Ground down into your feet. Reach those arms up overhead. Exhale your hands to heart center. Take a moment, pause, recalibrate, find your breath. Nice and strong and steady in your mountain pose. Inhale, sweep those arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Find your half lift. Then exhale, fold over the legs. Ground down into the feet, bend into the knees. Sweep those arms up overhead. Chair pose. Palms come to touch as you bring them in front of the heart. Lean the chest forward. This time take your left elbow to the outside of the right knee in a twist. Ground down into that right foot. Become light on the toes of the left foot and step that left foot back. coming into a twisted lunge. Option to stay here or option to take it deeper by crossing that left arm over a little more so you can reach the left hand to the mat, right arm up to the sky. Bringing the palms to touch and coming through center, lowering that back foot parallel to the short side of the mat, walking the right hand to the inside of that right foot, reach the left arm overhead for your side angle. Always an option to lift up to the elbow on the knee, finding what works for you. Inhale brings you up through center for your warrior two shape. Take your gaze out over that right middle finger. Turn the front palm face up. Reverse your warrior. Option to take the bind with the hand behind the back. Inhale lifts you up through center. Take the right elbow to the right knee, back to your side angle. Option to take this deeper by taking the right hand down to the mat. Option to take it deeper still, right shoulder to the inside of the right leg, hands come behind the back, clasping at the hands, opening through the chest. Option to stay here, or option to step that left foot back, forward, ground down into the left foot, finding your balancing pose, becoming light on the right toes and then lifting the foot off the mat. Opening up through the chest, breathing here. Come into your version of bird of paradise. So you may stay here. You might extend the right leg any amount. Relax the shoulders. And if you fall out, come back in. Bringing the right foot in, lowering the right foot down. Stepping the left foot back, coming through your side angle. Then releasing the hands, both hands to the mat, step that right foot back. Come through your down dog shape, pausing and breathing. Inhale, bend the knees, look between your hands and step forward. Find your half lift. Long through the spine. Exhale, fold forward over the legs. Ground down into the feet, reaching those arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Finding your Tadasana, nice and strong and steady. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Find your half lift, long spine, then plant your hands and step back to your plank. Inhale, lift the hips to the sky for your down dog. Inhale, your right leg lifts. Exhale, that knee comes to land behind the right wrist. That right foot is coming anywhere between the left wrist and the left hip. Sinking the hips down, coming through your pigeon pose. Inhale lifts you up, exhale folds you forward. Option to stay here or option to take a twist and a bind by inhaling, lifting up halfway, sweeping the left arm under, coming to the left shoulder, left ear. Staying here if here feels good, or option to bind it by reaching the right arm up behind you and taking the toes of the right foot. Coming back through center on an inhale, grounding down into that right hand. Coming up, tucking those toes and lifting the hips, stepping the right foot back for your down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bring that knee behind the left wrist. And again, foot between the wrist of the right hand and the right hip. Sinking down, coming through your pigeon pose. Inhale, open up. Exhale, lower down any amount. Now again, option to stay here if here feels good. Option to ground down into the hands, lift up halfway. Sweep that right arm under the left, coming to the right shoulder and right ear. If here feels like enough, stay here. Option to bind it by lifting that left arm up and taking the toes of the left foot. Just breathing here. Releasing that left hand, bringing it down to the mat, lifting up through center, and then sinking the hips to the left side, sweeping the right leg round, coming to seated. Breathing here in your seat. We're going to take that left knee to the center of the mat, bringing that left foot or the heel of the foot to the right hip. Take the right leg and place the knee over the left. If this is a little much, if your knees are not in line, then just take a cross-legged position. It's totally okay if your knees are in line but your right knee is lifted a lot. It's fine, it's just your body. Sit with it. But find what feels good for you in this pose. Nice and tall through the spine. Then reaching the arms overhead. From here, we're going to bend the right elbow, taking the right hand down the back. Breathing. Then option to stay here like this, or option to take the left hand behind the back, clasping the fingers, opening up through the chest. Embrace the sounds of the park with me. I don't know if you can hear those children, but if you can, just embrace the sounds. Releasing the hands down beside you. Now we're going to take one of my favorite transitions. We're going to take the hands to the left side, ground down into the feet, lift the hips, circle round and come back to sit. Your right knee should be in the center of the mat and your left knee on top. And again, if you want to take cross legs still, just keep your legs crossed, it's fine. If your left knee is lifted, that's okay too. Just listening to your body. Nice and tall through the spine here. Then taking the arms out to a T and overhead, bending the left elbow this time, right hand to the right elbow. Breathing here. If you want to take the option of that right hand behind the back, clasping the fingers, then do that too. Breathing into it. Opening through the chest. And then releasing the hands, and we're going to release the legs. We're going to take one final bind here. Well, a final seated bind. We will take a few more on our backs. We're going to come to lotus pose. So listening to your body, if it feels like a little much, just cross-legged is fine. Whatever feels good for you. But we're going to take the right heel of the foot in towards that left hip. Then just allowing the right knee to drop down any amount. Taking the left foot, crossing it over the right, bringing that heel of the foot into the inner right groin. Lotus pose. Now again, this is your option. Your option is also cross-legged, whatever feels good for you. Wherever you are, sitting up tall through the spine. Option to take one more final bind in this seated position by taking the right hand around the back towards the right toes, the left hand around the back towards the left toes. If you can reach your toes, that's great. If you're like me and your fingers are nowhere near your feet, that's okay too. You're still taking the bind by taking the hands behind the back. If it feels like a little bit much, you might just take your hands to opposite elbows behind your back. Wherever you are, know that's where you are meant to be. Releasing the hands. Pausing in whichever position you're in, and then releasing the feet. Bringing the soles of the feet to the mat, coming long ways on your mat, and roll down through the spine to your back. When you've found your way onto your back, bring your knees into the chest, hugging them in tight. Creating a little ball, maybe rocking from side to side. My view on my back is so beautiful. I've got a tree right above me. See up through the branches. It's one of my favourite views, is laying on the ground looking up at a tree. I hope wherever you are, you have a beautiful view too. Then keeping that right knee in towards the chest, extend that left leg out long. Take the right arm out to a T in line with the shoulder, and then as you exhale, take that right knee over to the left side of the body in a twist. Inhale brings you through center. Bending the left leg, taking that right ankle just past the knee of the left leg. Bring the left knee in towards the chest and the hands come either side of that left leg for your figure 4 shape. Your threaded needle legs. Now you have options here. Your options are to stay like this. Your next option is to release the hands, crossing that right leg over the left a little more so your knees are in line with one another, and then taking your feet to the outside of your hands. Breathe in here. The closer you bring your knees to your chest and the more you bring your feet away from one another, the deeper you'll feel it. So simply breathing in this shape. Then releasing the hands wherever you are, crossing that right knee over the left, arms come to a T, and the knees drop down to that left side, coming through one more twist here. On this side of the body anyway. Inhale brings you up through center, uncrossing the legs, knees come into the chest. Left knee stays in the chest this time, extend the right leg long. Inhale, take that left arm out to a T and cross that left knee over the right leg, coming through a twisted shape. Breathing here. Inhale, come back through center, bending the right knee, bringing the foot to the mat, crossing that left ankle just past the right knee, bringing the hands to outside of or either side of the right knee or leg as you bring that knee in towards the chest. Breathing here. Option to stay like this or option to bring one knee over the other, your hands to the outside of your feet, knees coming into the chest. And then releasing your hands from wherever you are, crossing that left leg over the right, extending those hands out to a T and dropping the knees over to the right side. Gaze out over that left shoulder in a twist. Inhale brings everything through center, bringing the knees into the chest one final time. Lifting the nose up towards the knees, curling up into a little ball. Then releasing the feet down to the mat, extending the legs long, allowing the feet to just drop open. Arms come down beside you, palms faced up for your Shavasana. Simply breathing and letting go of the movements, letting go of the breath, and just being present here in this moment. Beginning to lengthen your inhales and your exhales, taking some gentle movements through the fingers and the toes. Allow that movement to get bigger through the wrists and the ankles. Then take a full body stretch, becoming as tall as you can be, before bending your knees and rolling to the right side. Pausing for a moment just to oh my goodness, I can't speak. Pausing for a moment to find space for gratitude, then lifting up through center, coming to sit on your mat. Let's take a breath together. Inhale, reach those arms up overhead, and exhale, bring the hands down in front of the heart center. Hands come to the forehead, reminding us to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to the heart center, reminding us to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to the mouth, reminding us to have clear and loving communications. Through that, I honour my favourite yogi, Leslie Fightmaster. She used to do that at the end of every class, and I always loved it. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste. Now before you go, I do want to apologise for the background noise. I mean, it is what it is when you're in a park, right? And kids will be kids, and boys will be boys. They were trying to get my attention for the video, so there you go. It is what it is. I do hope it didn't disturb you too much, but it is really important to be able to embrace noises that surround us and, you know, learn to live with them. So that's what happens in a park. So while I do apologise, that's what happens when you film in a park. So if you liked this video, you know what to do. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button to follow along the journey, and hit the notification bell to see when videos drop. It does really help if you interact with the video, if you comment, if you like it. It helps the videos to get out there to other people who may need them, who it might serve. So, you know, interact. I would be so grateful if you did. Otherwise, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and that wherever you are, you get to enjoy some sunshine, enjoy some vitamin D. If not today, at least tomorrow. And yeah, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. I will see you next time. Bye for now.